Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Sack.
I didn't understand a single word. Do you want to redo that? No. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Very high energy.
I just had a very bad coughing fit before we started, and I'm about to cough again. I'm not gonna lie.
Cough, pussy. I bet you want it. How are your last 2 weeks?
Terrible.
This is an English speaking channel.
I got this sick ass cough that I've had for 5 days. It's so sick. I'm pretty sure it's doing kickflips in my lungs.
Fucking fire.
No, I haven't felt that problem. It's just blood.
Dude. Cool.
Cream Crew ended, bro. My favorite podcast that I was watching.
They finished?
Enough, they ended.
They finished, yeah.
No.
Where'd they end?
They fucking, they just... What did they say? I don't even fucking remember at this point. It was just basically along the lines of, like, you know, but they would sit down for like 5 to 6 hours at a time, not like us, and do their fucking thing. And they just felt like they were running out of stories, and they kept revisiting stuff, and all that stuff that you eventually run out of stuff to talk about with.
They only did it weekly, though, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, the thing was, I
guess that's what happens if you do it for 5 hours.
Shit.
Well,
like they thought it was going to take away from the stress of them making their tunes and making all their funny haha good stuffs.
Believe it or not, if you spend 5 hours a day or 5 hours a week
5 hours,
extra,
I don't know if it's 5 hours. I just know they were together longer than an hour for an hour podcast.
Believe it or not, if you spend extra time doing something extra, it doesn't really relieve stress from an already time-consuming, stressful thing.
Well, then and the other thing
so I don't think that's a bad decision.
They said every video got less and less views as the series went on.
Well,
so they did
podcast.
They did 68 of them, right?
Well, that's just disappointing.
The last one was gonna be the 69th. Everyone was waiting on the 69th, and then it was like 6 weeks later they finally posted a video. It's titled "The Final Scoop" because it was like their mascot was ice cream and shit like that. It's titled "The Final Scoop," episode 100.
There you go. That's it. I mean,
I was like, did we miss episodes? What the fuck is going on here?
That was it. They decided that instead of doing weekly, they changed the format. It was daily.
And they just didn't upload.
And then they skipped a couple days.
Well, and then they discussed it in the podcast. They were like, I mean, how do we not give them the satisfaction of ending on episode 69? Or do we end on episode 69? I was like, come on, bro.
You don't.
They spent like 20 minutes of the podcast just talking about how to fuck with people. They're like, no, we're going to do episode 100. Everyone's going to be like, where the fuck are the other episodes? It's going to really mess with people. They're going to search for it more. I love that podcast, though, man. I watched it all the time in the car. I listened to them. It was an actual, like, funny fucking, like, nonstop podcast.
I still never listened to it, so.
Oh, it was good. That we finally got a resolution to the gypsy thing about the one guy. He said his family told him he was part gypsy, and he finally got his 23andMe. Is it 23andMe?
24andMe.
24.
He is special, retarded even.
But he got back his 23andMe, and he's like, it was actually 0% gypsy. Spoilers. Look at that.
Is gypsy a?
It would be like I think they said it's like Eastern Indian, basically. It would have ancestry in like Eastern India.
I guess. I thought it was just a culture.
No, it's a people, because they were gypsy's technically a race, I believe. Gypsy
traditionally people organized in this northern India and now live in Europe in smaller numbers around the world. So I guess
because they're
like, an ethnic group.
Yeah. Which makes them an ethnic. Which makes them a race.
I see. Ethnicity, maybe.
Because they're like, it would be like Romani. Maybe? Yeah, like he would have Romani in him too. I think that shows up on the thing.
What,
is gypsy
Romani?
A slur?
Ronnie?
Romani, yeah.
The witch?
No, that's Ronnie.
Yeah, the witch.
No, Romani.
Is that what they are? She's a gypsy.
No.
She does magic.
Might be.
Like gypsies.
What was that terrible gypsy movie? All of them.
My 100-pound gypsy wedding.
If you use gypsy in the correct context, it is not racist. However, it can still be used as a slur, and that is in fact racist.
Is it racist though? It's an ethnicity.
Gypsy
it's like saying Irish people are drunkards.
No, this question just says, is gypsy a slur in England? It literally says, if used in the correct context, it is not racist. However, it can still be used as a slur, and that's racist.
I'll say it's more ethnicity.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
It's against the ethnicity. They're not a race.
How was your last 2 weeks?
It was fine. Went to Red's opening day last week, as the podcast.
Yeah.
And lost horribly. It wasn't a great game, but it was the first time I went to an opening day, so it was pretty fun.
For not showing up for the podcast.
Yeah. And I feel bad because I got a jersey and I ripped the tag off, and they were winning before I ripped the tag off, and then I ripped the tag off, and then they started losing, and now they've lost 6 games straight. So I just put the tag back on before the podcast. I even saved the tag too.
Bro, superstition in sports is too real.
It's so stupid too. I'm like, I'm not superstitious, and like before the game, I grabbed the tag and I'm like, I'm gonna rip this off so I can actually just wear it normally, because I've been wearing it with the tag.
Yeah.
And I felt like a break inside of my soul as I ripped the tag off. I'm like, no, this is a bad idea.
Well, it's just like Charlie said when he started his esports team. He did a thing specifically when it's like, I was not a superstitious person. Then I got an esports team, and now all of a sudden, all my streams, I'm constantly watching them play, and I'm just like trying to find different methods of giving them good luck. And it cuts to a compilation where he's like changing his fucking shirt. He's like insulted. He's like, it was at one point he's like standing there with his girlfriend. He's like, quickly name people from the Bible. He likes when you name people from the Bible. So they're like naming shit from the Bible.
I hate it.
Like he starts winning when they do that.
I hate it because I feel like superstition is only around me in sports. Football, I root for Ohio State. I have a jersey. I have a white jersey. I've had it for years. Literally, the past 3 times I've worn the jersey, they've lost. And it's been the only 3 losses that they've had. Once a season, I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a try. I wear the jersey, they lose. I swear to God, the past 3 times I've worn it, they've lost. And I won't wear it again. If I touch it, they lose. It's terrible. I know I have no effect, and every time I do it, I'm like, it doesn't matter. That's why I go back and I wear the jersey, and I'm like, it has no effect. It's just a jersey. Me wearing a jersey has no effect on these kids. It has no effect. But it does.
Yeah, and then the quarterback breaks his leg and says, Zach, why? Why have you forsaken me?
It's like it's my fault that the Bengals lost the Super Bowl, because every single game leading up to it, I was doing other stuff while the game was going on, didn't even think about it. What do I do when the Super Bowl's going on? I look at the score. They were winning. I'm like, oh, they're winning. They lost.
It all went downhill from there.
Dude, I can't.
I'm telling you, superstition is so deeply rooted in sports. There, like, for no reason. Like, it's just like, I was getting a hand job during the last bowling game, and my dude bowled a perfect game. And now, so every time he bowls now, I need to get a hand job. It doesn't matter if it's from me, someone else. Just someone needs to stroke my wiener.
But it has to be a pretty woman. The one time it worked, it was a pretty woman. Yeah. And
well, then that's when it starts getting complex. It's like, well, now I need a hand job on my sofa from someone that's not my wife.
Well, it didn't work that time. Yeah, it didn't work that time. So obviously there's something I did wrong.
Yeah, what's the difference between the first time? Okay, my wife gave me the hand job this time, so it can't be my wife.
It wasn't my wife. That's what maybe it was that I had a bad day that day, and then I got the hand, and then that's what did it. Maybe it's I had to have a good day and a hand job to have my friend have a perfect game.
Maybe I need.
Or maybe I have to think about my friend having a perfect game while I'm getting a hand job.
Or maybe I need to think about the grocery list, because I also was going through my shopping.
It's true. I was getting my click list ready, and I was getting ready to pick that shit
I was
up
on
from Kroger.
DoorDash. I was ordering DoorDash. That's
I
what
was
it was.
DoorDash. Yes, I have to order.
I have to order 2 quesadillas from Taco Bell while getting a hand job.
I have to order the big box of soft tacos, the biggest box they have from Taco Bell every time. It's like $40, but I do it, and we play every week.
Taco Bell.
I don't even like tacos.
Taco Bell sponsor us, dude.
Dung. Taco Tuesday, baby.
I'm trying to think of any weird superstitions I've had. Because when I played sports, I didn't have any.
I think playing a sport is a bit different than like people watching it.
Playing a sport is 50-50 with superstitions, because there will be people that when I was playing football, there was 2 seniors, and every day before the game they had to go get a McGangbang from McDonald's. Do you know what that is?
I don't know the exact thing, but I know of it. It's
like a Big
Mac, it a chicken
but it also
sandwich?
has the chicken in it and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
And they refused to eat anything else before the game besides that. And that year we did get a golden ball, so
hey. If it works, it works.
But we also had a team of like 15 seniors.
Yeah, see, it's also like, yeah, you're doing the same
superhuman
thing.
Seniors, essentially.
It's because superstitions are always like that same thing. It always escalates to something more specific that has nothing to do with it. It's like, well, maybe if I put my tag back on my jersey, maybe it'll bring the luck back.
You're gonna shit yourself.
I swear to God, if they win tonight, I'm gonna shoot myself.
Are they playing right now?
No, they're playing tonight at like 9 or 10.
Oh my God! Why the fuck baseball? Stop playing so late. No one wants to stay up late to watch baseball.
It's in California. They're playing in California,
and no one likes California.
It's like 6. Yeah, it's true. I don't like California either. So I mean, what do you say? Just
push that shit into the ocean.
Don't play the Dodgers. Don't play the Padres. There you go. Congratulations. We don't play
my father.
We don't play the Angel. Yeah, don't play the father.
Jesus.
Only play the Son or the Holy Ghost.
Anything else?
There's a lot of superstitions. I don't think I ever. Well, no, that's not true. When I played baseball, I
was in chess.
Or I ran track.
I used to make game bang before every chess meet.
I would always go into that chess room, and god damn, I'd take 2 shots of whiskey and run in there.
I could not play in the chess meet unless I masturbated to the thought of the Black Queen.
Yeah, I mean, at first it was the Red Queen, but I figured out it wasn't the queen. It was the concept of the queen. It's just the queen.
Buddy, chess pieces are black and white.
Dude, what are you, fucking racist? You've never seen a red chess piece? No. I was thinking cards, chess, Red Queen.
2 very different games.
Yeah, well, they're both like pieces. One's a card piece, and one's a
card. One's
chess
a
piece.
Fucking carved out cardboard fucking chunk.
Well, it could be plastic. You don't know that it's not
glass.
See, superstition doesn't even just go to that. I mean, I think sports is probably the most superstitious. Gesundheit.
Astrology.
Just like that. See, superstition, saying bless you after someone sneezes.
That's not also the same thing.
I mean, isn't it though?
My nose is going.
Isn't it the same?
What the fuck? As soon as we started recording, dude.
Snort some water.
What? I don't have any.
Snort some water. Yeah, it gets rid of all of your allergies. There you go. It's all gone now. You drank it really quick. See, how is that superstition any different? It's all the same.
Because it's not superstition. It's not based on luck. It's called being polite.
Well, maybe in modern day, but the origin of bless you.
Go on.
Was what's the actual one? Because I know there's like a couple. It's like if you sneeze, your soul leaves your body, or if you sneeze, your heart skips a beat. There's a couple different ones.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, like in old times, people would say bless you because when you sneezed, it was like your soul was weakened from your body, and a demon or something could attach to your soul, and saying bless you. Well, warded that away or something.
I
don't know.
have no idea.
What about knock on wood? When people say knock on wood, you never heard that?
That's superstition, yes.
That is
But
superstition.
that has to do with luck.
No. That's well. What would you consider being in sports mostly luck?
Yes. There's a lot of luck when you play sports, yes.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah.
You say would you say
realized
it's
as soon as
50-50
you said
or
you realized as soon as you were like, oh fuck.
well, no, I didn't disagree. I think sports are a lot of luck. Just because you're a good player doesn't mean that you're going to get lucky all the time.
Well, athletes fuck all the time, so I don't know what you mean.
Well, no, that's different. That's different. That's a different kind of lucky.
That's
There's
a different
the superstition that they do is just play sports, and then
the
that
superstition that they get pussy. That's not a superstition.
they go, oh boy, if I don't,
Hey
if I don't
baby, I'm
wax my
D1.
feet-
Let's go. That's
I'm gonna wax my feet today. I ain't gonna get no pussy.
I'm sitting here a husk of a man, fucking sick as hell. I'm D1.
I'm D1 baby, working out. I'm Division 1 chess player.
We just started working out at 5:30 in the morning, basically.
Basically,
Well, it was like 5-ish.
it was 5 whenever. It was like 5:15.
It was like 5:15 when you.
But yeah, we started going in the morning. Oh shit! Sorry, microphone.
I
started going in the morning.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, you go in at 6 tomorrow.
6 p.m.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
I slept until 3 today. I was gone, dude, when I got home.
You pretty much went immediately to bed after.
Well, I had to drive Pinky over to the house, but.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
And then when I got back, I just fucking laid on bed and was like, "Oh, look at that."
Yeah, I got to work and realized that the Tupperware container that I had my eggs in had slightly opened and like egg juice had gone all over the inside of my duffel bag.
No.
And it was the worst because it was still like there's enough in there that in the bag it was like sloshing around.
What the fuck?
It was terrible.
That's disgusting.
It was awful. I hated it. I like ran downstairs. I'm like, oh, paper towels.
Lighting mix, which makes me look a little more high def.
It looks crisp.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something about it a minute ago.
I stumbled upon this, I think, about a week and a half ago. First time
Is there a window over there? Is that where your window is? Is on that side? I thought it was on the other side. Okay. Because it looks like it's natural light on that other side.
Mm-hmm. Windows that way. That's artificial light.
Yeah, it looks like natural light over there, though.
It's just a light, and it's bouncing.
At least on the camera, it looks natural. That's what I'm saying.
And then the ring light I have way turned down, but it's still on. Because
do you like my my lighting setup? I've got.
You're very bright today.
Lamp. Thank you. I can make myself brighter.
Do you actually have some light now? Like an actual
I've always had light. You know why I think why I seem like I'm brighter today?
The fucking
because it's daytime and the fucking blinds are slightly open.
I noticed that. I know that's why. But like I was just saying, like you do look brighter.
I can.
But yeah, I got the backlight going on. I got the front light, and the natural light from the side helps with the shadowing on this side.
Of course, every single page that I'm on currently, it's fucking. There you go. That's probably the brightest one that I have. There you go. Look, I'm super bright now. Yeah. You can see me switching the screens because the brightness changes.
Johnny Depp is on trial.
Well, he took the stand. He's not on trial.
Right. But he is technically because they're trying to fucking do him dirty, essentially.
Is he the one told you? Yeah,
initially the trial is Amber Heard versus him because he's trying to get her for defamation, but they are constantly mentioning that he's like, he beat the fuck out of her. He did this. He did this.
But he's suing her for defamation.
Because
she's on trial. They're went to discovery. They're talking about different things.
But if she wins the trial, they can press charges for all that other bullshit.
Right.
But she's not gonna win the trial because it's a lie. Because we've seen what the fuck happened. It's like
I can't.
Her lawyers are a mess.
I can't remember if I have the uh audio tape from one of their conversations or something, but it was terrible.
Yeah.
And it was more recent too. But
I think one of
yeah,
her lawyers literally said he's got a list of medication this long that he takes daily, and then he was also doing Xanax, ecstasy, MDMA, fucking like he starts listing off every type of drug that she could. I was like, if he did all of these in one day, he would have OD'd 12 years ago.
yeah, this man would be having a lot more problems.
Because I think at one point they said Amber had told us that he had popped up to 10 to 12 ecstasy at one time, and I was like, you can't.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not a drug guy, nor
I,
do I know exactly what ecstasy is. But I'm sure if you take 10 of them, probably not good.
no.
You do 10 weed, and you're probably pretty messed up. Not that
Actually,
you
I actually meant
overdose
to
on
look
it,
that
just
up.
you'd be very messed up from it. You do 10 meth, and you're probably fucked.
10 meth. 10 meth, and you're just teethless.
You do 1 meth, and you're
Ecstasy
probably
is an
already
illicitly
done
manufactured drug whose primary psychoactive component name is a substance called MDMA.
that. Okay, which is also
methamphetamine. The street drug is purely notably variable. Ecstasy is sometimes marketed as pure MDMA, with the name Molly.
oh, it's an amphetamine.
Yeah, it's a methamphetamine.
It's basically meth. It's methylline dioxmethyla. Dude, you have methla in there 3 times. How many times do you need to put methla in there? We get it. We get it. Fucking
Taking several doses at once, sometimes called stacking, in a short period of time. Mixing MDMA with alcohol or other drugs. Engaging in vigorous physical activity or using MDMA in a hot environment.
okay.
These are all the factors of overdosing with it.
Okay. I'm like,
yeah.
Is this what Johnny Depp did? He would just go outside and just start lifting weights after he took some ecstasy.
Well, they were saying shit like they were like, oh, he took 10 to 12 doses of ecstasy at a time. He beat the fuck out of her. He mixed it with other drugs and alcohol. Like, oh, you mean all these things the fucking American Addiction Center will literally say fucking kills people if they do all these things. He did all 3 together and survived for years.
Yeah, he has the best resistance to ecstasy. It's because he started his way up slowly. It was just 1 ecstasy and heavy working out, which is beating his ex-wife in this case. He would just beat her rigorously every day, and he would just start doing more and more, and that's how we got to this point. And now he's on trial, finally.
Ooh, fun. People apparently are shitting on Johnny Depp right now because his testimony was boring.
You know what? To be fair, if you watch the entire thing, it probably was boring.
Yeah, but
trials are very boring.
Listen to someone talk about somebody slicing their fucking finger off and be like, right, but he didn't act excited when he was telling the story, wouldn't he? Why an entertainer man not be entertaining?
You mean he's not like movie? He didn't go and finally
I've got a job done.
He didn't do the famous line. I don't understand. Johnny Depp, no.
But yeah, essentially, Amber Heard's an asshole. Johnny Depp, my boy.
Yeah, Johnny Depp's a good guy.
Yeah. You know, he's one of the few people that's been in Hollywood all this time and not even had allegations against him before this. Like, and he's
not even with kids yet.
Kids, women, anything. Everyone. He survived in Hollywood this long without getting, any fucking allegations, court case, or anything like that. And then Amber Heard
Johnny
cuts
Depp
his
allegations right now.
They don't exist. I'm telling you, bro. They said it in court.
I don't know.
They said no one's really ever...
They say a lot of lies in court.
Yeah.
Like he does MDMA.
Well, he's probably done drugs at one point or another.
Oh, well, I couldn't imagine that anybody in Hollywood hasn't taken drugs. Just in general. That seems more run of the course. What am I trying to say? Run of the mill. There we go. Seems like that's pretty much what happens.
Yeah, but it also feels like fucking kids is running the mill at this point. I mean, shit.
And yeah, that's true. So I wouldn't put it past it. I think speaking of fucking kids, I think Kevin Spacey got out on like he ended up going to jail.
Kevin
even though
Spacey went to
there's
jail?
He I think settled in some of his cases. For diddling kids
Ursa
that were
Miller.
being actors.
Ursa Miller
that were
not
wanting
getting
to be.
officially fired after getting arrested 3 times is like Amber Heard getting caught on audio tape and admitting to abusing Johnny Depp, then getting exposed for not donating charity money, then exposed by a doctor for lying about any injuries she's ever had, but yet she's still employed. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Tell the world, Johnny. Tell the
That
world.
audio tape was pretty bad. They're like, I think she was saying something.
Oh, are you talking about where she tells him to tell people that he's a victim?
Oh yeah, tell people you're a victim. Are they going to believe Johnny Depp or me?
Tell them, Johnny Depp, I am a man. I am a victim too of domestic violence, and see how many people believe or even side with you.
Yeah.
She was an asshole.
It's like, I don't even know. Even if it wasn't that bad in his direction, like just like minor stuff, female domestic violence, whatever. That's a pretty horrible thing to say, and you'd probably lose the case on that, because nobody would believe that just minor altercations were all that happened. So she's just all around bad.
He's an asshole. Oh my god, she's a
piece of work.
Because she's professionally has been lying and doing shit like this for years, so I don't know why she thought anyone would believe her at this point for a man that is literally wholesome as fuck.
Yeah.
People don't make no sense, bro.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
We're coming for you, women. We're tired of it.
We
won't stand this oppression anymore.
Men unite! Men! Just make it M.
Tired of the matriarchy. It's time for more patriarchy.
This is shit. The patriarchy will rise again.
And then no, not you.
No, we didn't go there. No.
That's all I thought of.
Only men.
Did we ever talk about the Will Smith bullshit?
We did.
I think we did.
I think we even mentioned a couple weeks ago that he was banned from the Oscars for a long time or whatever, which is perfectly fine. I understand that, but they should also they should also ban all the child predators that were on it and revoke their stuff. Movies. So I feel bad for Will Smith because he's stuck in an extremely toxic relationship with his terrible wife.
By choice, he's just staying there.
It is his fault that he's still in it.
Well, he says he's into it. He's like, yeah, we have an open relationship. Yeah,
that's the most. Oh yeah, I'm fine with it. Yeah. Even though she cheated on me, and now I don't want to leave her because I care about her.
Cheated on her with his son's friend.
Yeah, which she's terrible too.
She's also she's also an asshole.
She's also a problem. Now Will Smith,
he for being he was such a cool action hero to just becoming like this absolute slobbery, just fucking man child at this.
He doesn't seem like a bad person either.
No,
even
he's
through
not
all this,
I'm just saying his balls have been taken away from him at this point. I mean, shit.
Right. He should if he wasn't actually okay with the situation that he's in, he should have left.
I mean,
which it doesn't at this point. It doesn't seem like he is.
You're rich and famous. You'll make it back.
Yeah. And she's balding.
Well, they say they're staying together for the kids.
Their kids are grown up.
They're not. They're in their teens or some shit.
Well, I don't know. I know Jaden's 20.
Yeah, but he was also caught being an asshole not too long ago. in like the last
It
few
doesn't
days.
surprise me. I mean,
Well, and I
son
say
of a
that in
rich kid
just
as
in the
well.
terms of him, like, just what he said was like, dude, you're an asshole. It wasn't like he was actually being like a dick or anything.
No, I mean he
was just
also
on
he's
interview.
famous for his weird shit.
He's on interview. He's just like, yeah, man, I don't know what it, like. I feel like as a kid, being surrounded by adults, I became a lot more mature, and I did a lot of, because no one in my generation's like talking politically or talking about the environment or socioeconomic problems.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just like, you mean the thing that literally you can't get anybody to shut the fuck up about? Oh, that's crazy.
That sounds exactly like everything else that I know about him, is the fact that he says a lot of really deep things that don't mean anything.
Yeah. They sound good, but they mean nothing.
Which is very Gen Z, but he is 23 years old.
Is he really?
So
Wow.
He's the same age as us.
What's the one that did the hair back and forth song?
Willow Smith, who I also looked up. She is 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am younger than Jaden, but older than Willow. Nutty.
Yeah. And Trey Smith is 29.
Who the fuck is
who
Trey?
I didn't know existed.
Who is that?
Yeah, Will Smith and Cherie Zampino?
The Great Bambino.
Yeah, the shit. Will Smith and the Great Bambino. Will Smith's ex-wife. Oh, so he was already married before. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Wow, Trey Smith is looking a little rough. That's not a flattering picture of him.
That's probably not.
Oh yeah, he looks a lot better. He looks.
I was gonna say he looks fine.
Oh, who does he look like? He looks like one of the like big comedians, but like skinny. He always plays like the fat black guy. I think he's on Blackish. Is it Blackish or is it Modern? No, Modern Family is the white people that aren't funny. I think it's Blackish. No, he looks like Childish Gambino almost.
I don't know about that.
I could see it. Wait, am I thinking of the right person when I say Childish Gambino? I think I am. The guy who plays in yeah,
Community.
Yeah, he looks like a younger Childish Gambino, Donald Glover. But is it Blackish? Oh well, his haircut. Oh, it's
no,
either Miles Brown or Marcus Scribner. That's who I was talking about though. But he does look like them, and they might be close.
No,
no, it's that picture. Yeah. The fat black guy. When he's actually got his hair and everything. The first picture I saw of him, he was shaved. What's his name? What is his name?
Reverse image search.
Anthony Anderson.
Anthony Anderson?
Yeah. Also, very like basic name. My name's Anthony Anderson.
It's one of those things. Oh, he's the main actor in Blackish.
Yeah. He's the
dad. No, he's funny.
Yeah, he's
what
really
else has
funny.
he been in? Yeah. He's in Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah, that's right. He was. Yeah. He was funny as fuck in that movie. I love that movie, dude. That movie was awesome.
That's such a stupid movie. It's good though.
Oh yeah, it was great. Movies and TV shows: Kangaroo Jack, Barbershop, Scary Movie 3,
Transformers,
Malibu's Most Wanted, Scary Movie 4, Cradle to the Grave, Beats. He was in Me, Myself, and Irene.
Was he?
Apparently. Big Mama's House. Barbershop.
Oh, Little Penguin Pedro's racing adventure. He's Fufu.
What?
I don't know. I'm looking at his IMDb.
What?
He's in Diablo 3 as a monster voice.
The Town That Dreaded Sundown. Bernie Mac Show. Hotbot. Hoodwinked. He was in Hoodwinked? Who did he play in Hoodwinked?
Detective Bill Stork.
Oh! I love that character, actually. Can't lie. That was fucking... Oh my god.
He's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He is funny, though. I do like him.
Awesome, dude.
Foo Fighters Breakout music video. Wow.
What was it? Easter just happened. My fucking...
Easter did just happen.
My sister said it looked like the thing off of Barnyard.
Excuse me?
Have you ever seen the Barnyard movie?
No, what her house did? What did you say? Look like the
I look like
Barnyard?
the Thing from Barnyard.
What did?
What?
No, what looked like Barnyard?
I looked like the Thing from Barnyard.
Oh, I mean, there's plenty of things, but I know what you're talking
The
about.
Thing,
The
Wild
freak
Mike.
in the box, Wild
Yeah,
Mike. There you
yeah.
go.
I was like, dude, I fucking loved Wild Mike. He was awesome.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I used to watch that movie a lot. The actual fucking movie was so.
I watched
good.
it once. I watched the TV show a lot though.
The fucking
back at the Barnyard.
Oh, dude, Biggie Cheese.
Biggie Cheese. Biggie Cheese wasn't in the TV
They call
series.
me Mr. Boombast.
That movie is also a trip.
The movie was so good though. It had the dad. The dad dies. They fight the coyotes.
Spoiler.
Is it?
Yeah, that
Like
he dies.
the
He dies in like the
a movie
first
back in
quarter.
2006. Yeah.
If you haven't watched Barnyard, you're probably missing out already.
The fucking coyote fight scene was so good.
Which one?
The one
The one where the dad dies?
No, that one was sad, but the music was fire.
He does. Yeah.
No, the end bit where they fucking the donkey's like surrounded by coyotes. He's like, "Oh no, whatever shall I do?" And he just fucking kicks them all upside the head, and then just goes, "Oh, don't worry, I got something special for you." And then releases Wild Mike, and he goes fucking crazy and rides a coyote.
Wild Mike was.
The donkey
Crazy.
was fucking hilarious too, dude. I don't know who the fuck played that donkey, but
Who played that donkey?
who played the donkey? No, they fucking the fucking scene where he's kicking the farmer upside the head because all the animals are standing up.
He just keeps knocking him out.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's like, "Don't kick the farmer in the head. Everyone's standing and talking. I'm gonna kick the farmer."
Oh my god, it's got 22% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What? What?
Okay. That's critically acclaimed. That's the critics saying that.
Oh, well, critics
So,
don't matter. They get everything
yeah.
wrong.
Critics literally don't matter. They're all stupid. It's 52% for audience score, which
That should be
is
higher
about
still.
more where I would expect it to be. Oh, my dryer's done.
That's not where that movie should be at least an 80, bro.
Oh my god, Daddy Daycare is a 1% by
That's
critics.
That's pretty accurate. Daddy
I
Daycare
like
was
that.
funny.
I think I watched that movie too much.
But
when I
once
was a
you're
kid.
once you're past the fucking, it was Danny Glover played Miles the Mule. Is that Donald Glover's father?
I'm sure there's plenty of Glovers.
Yeah.
Kevin James played Otis.
Yeah. Donald Glover.
You wouldn't believe it.
Parents Michelle what? Oh, that's partner. Yeah, no. Donald Glover is Donald Glover Senior. Wait. It's a different Danny Glover. Are they
Danny
not
Glover.
related?
Children. Midas Glover. Wait,
Died in
that's not how you say
2018.
that name. Mendia? Mendisa?
Who? Medea?
No, that's Danny Glover's child. What about Martin Glover?
Martin Glover.
He's in Lethal Weapon 4. I don't think he has any
Danny
kids.
Glover's
Oh,
in
no.
a fucking lot. MC Hammer Too Legit to Quit music video short.
Oh my god.
Danny Glover's in the Grand Canyon.
He's in Lethal Weapon and Lethal Weapon 4.
And Lethal
Predator
Weapon
2.
3.
The Color
and 2.
Purple.
What are we talking about here?
I don't know. It's devolved into us looking at these random ass movies
Yeah.
and talking about the people in it. Operation Dumbo Drop? What the fuck?
Operation Elephant Bomb.
It's the image is just three guys in the sky with an elephant with a parachute.
The what?
I don't even know.
What? That looks
The
like
Disney
that
movie,
looks
apparently.
like dime store versions of like 3 different famous fucking. That looks like a dime store version of Samuel Jackson, Kevin Bacon, and Ryan Reynolds. Not Ryan Reynolds. Who's the Jim Carrey?
I could see what you're talking about, but
That's
maybe.
Bim Carey. That's Jevin Nakins. And Jamil Saxons.
Samuel Saxton.
What the fuck, dude?
It's definitely the dollar store version.
Yeah.
And then there's just an elephant for some reason.
That's Dumbo's less successful cousin.
Yeah. His ears aren't quite as big.
Oh
Definitely not as big.
There's a lot of AAA Star Wars games in development.
There are quite a bit.
Yeah, the Fallen Order sequel, the FPS.
The Law and Order sequel, what?
Fallen Order.
Oh.
Star Wars, Law and Order. Dun, 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 dun. And the court system, many Jedi and Sith are prosecuted.
These are their stories. Yeah, we brought him in.
Dun, 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 dun.
He was killing younglings.
Oh no.
That same, is it Respawn that made it? Yeah, Respawn's also doing the like a first person shooter.
Order. Yeah. Quantic Dream is doing Eclipse, which I don't know anything about Eclipse.
Is Eclipse the that story based one that they announced a while ago?
It looks like it's got a butthole as the main picture.
An Eclipse?
Yeah. Like the title card looks like a butthole.
Oh yeah, this was the story based one that
the action adventure
made by the same people who made oh shit, like Heavy Rain,
it's
I believe.
Republic era. We haven't had enough of those already.
What? Wait, what?
It takes place in the High Republic era. Clone Wars.
Eclipse?
Yeah. See the galaxy through the eyes of an ensemble cast of multiple charismatic playable characters, each with their own morality, personality, motivations, and impact upon each other and story at large. With all new characters and environments, you have the power to make choices with consequences thanks to many outcomes of the deeply branching narrative.
Yep, it is a Detroit Become Human, Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain game.
Really?
It's by the same people. Yep.
Ugh.
So it'll be that type of game.
Grab free digital goodies from Star Wars Eclipse.
Which, I mean, I think it could be good. I like that
I mean, it's fun. It's just not
brand.
It's not what I want.
I think
cool.
it'll be okay.
I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun at least. A little bit of it'll be something.
I've said this multiple times, but they need to stop trying to make everything canon. Tell good Star Wars stories in the Star Wars universe. I don't care if they're canon. They just don't have to be. Don't force it. Don't do Star Wars Battlefront 2 and make a fucking canon story that doesn't need to be canon. Just tell a good story. Saying,
bro? Star Wars Squadron story was fire.
I don't know the Star Wars Squadron story
either. I saw a little bit of it. I mean, it's cool. They're making games for Star Wars that are actually fun instead of just fucking online shooter.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna bitch about it because I want different types of Star Wars games that actually are good. Because I know KOTOR is gonna be great. KOTOR is what I want.
Well, you say that, but you have seen Botched before, haven't you?
Botched.
You've seen things be botched before.
Yeah, but like,
I mean, as long as they keep the game as the game.
No, they can mix it up. I think they. There's large segments of Star Wars KOTORs in both 1 and 2 that didn't get used because at the time they couldn't find the resources to really get that shit done.
They're too lazy.
They'll probably end up doing it because modders did it. Modders opened up the areas that they locked off and had shit shut for.
Modders make games work, but people still don't fix the game.
It's not like the areas that I'm talking about. It's not like 20% of the story got cut. I mean, just like there's secret areas or areas you could come back to, but the door was always locked, even though it said that the door is locked for now.
And I mean, I'm just being cynical. They could do it, and I expect them to make plenty of changes to the gameplay. Maybe something, I mean, Final Fantasy remake-esque, where they kind of change the gameplay style.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say combat style. I was like, please don't make the combat style.
Not
Final
no, not
Fantasy
like
light.
that. But I mean, like they might change the style
I
from
mean,
the original.
I imagine they're
So
gonna redo the HUD. They're gonna redo the HUD. Obviously, redo the
clearly,
graphics.
yeah,
They'll
obviously,
probably do different inputs so you can actually do your abilities without like needing to cycle through the little menu bar thing at the bottom.
which would make more sense.
Uh,
Modern game.
yeah, they'll probably just do a whole ass inventory system that's a lot cleaner and shit like that too. So that's all I'm looking for. Inventory revamp, HUD redone, graphics redone. Other than
Right.
that, like I don't really care that much. Like change the story, I don't mind. Like because the story you
The
shape
story is
yourself.
there. The story is there. Don't change the story. Change gameplay. The game is always the old game is still there, I guess. So if you're making
But
a
like
remake, use the same story.
the story
Change
was
the gameplay, make
the
it
story
more
was always
modern.
different anyways because you got to make your choices. So it's not like they can change the story that much because it depends on what the player chooses.
Yeah, they would have to change a lot to change the story. So I don't
Yeah.
think that they would change the story.
But even if they
I
do
don't
like
see that.
try to overhaul the story at the same time, it's still going to come down to okay, do you want to do the good side thing or the bad side thing? Or do you want to try to do this weird middle thing where you walk the line?
For the type of game that it is with the decisions, I can't see them rehauling the story.
I love KOTOR.
So I've heard.
I'm excited
I
for it, man. I want to
noticed.
see it so bad.
Yeah. Is it 2023 is when it's coming out?
It's the main thing urging me to get a fucking PlayStation now. Like I was already like, yeah, I want a PlayStation, but I'm not like searching for it. This is at least according to Star Wars Leaker, who claims that it's set for a 2023 launch with 2022 dedicated to 2 other space opera games.
Oh, so there's gonna be 2 other Star Wars games that come out this year.
Yeah.
Which would they count the Lego Star Wars?
Yeah.
Maybe you would think that they would.
Yeah, because that was back in January 8th that this was posted.
And there's no E3.
2 other
Since
space
E3
opera
was canceled.
games. I mean, what counts as what's a space opera?
They're
game?
they're referencing Star Wars. Star Wars
Okay.
is a space opera. Yeah, they're just trying to be cheeky. But yeah, I think that'll be interesting. I hate exclusivity in general,
Right.
especially for a game that's going to be on other consoles too. Don't make it exclusive. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You already have so much money to work with.
I mean, it's
Just
gonna
don't.
sell because KOTOR is a very beloved game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it. I'll probably have
And
to
if
just watch somebody play it first, anyways, just because I probably won't be able to afford a PlayStation by then. But once it comes out on PC, I'm
Afford or be able to
snatching that
buy
shit.
one.
Yes.
That's the 2 different problems. Is
Yes.
buying one.
Well, technically,
and then
it's the
being able
same
to buy one.
problem.
Well,
For me.
technically, two separate ones. Yeah, you might have the money, but none of them are in stock.
I do not have that.
The something big for me at least was Elden Ring came out with an update that buffed colossal weapons.
Ooh, fine. Yeah, you feel like those should have more impact to them, don't you?
Yeah.
I was watching you
They-
fight Melania, and I just remember, like, man, for a fucking 10-foot sword, that thing really doesn't break much poise, does it?
Nope. They increased the damage,
Mhm.
increased the attack speed, and lowered the recovery time.
Ooh.
So both of those
Wow,
are
they
better.
really
and
just fucking
already the
power leveled
recovery
it.
time fixes all my problems with it.
Yeah. I did a
I
fucking...
didn't even need a damage increase. I was fine.
I played 14 and a half hours of Elden Ring on Saturday.
Yeah,
That
I
was...
played a lot.
That was insane. We started the whole fucking stream off with a complete character remake. Well, I should say, respec.
Respec, yeah. It's more accurate.
And since then, I have been... I did dual wielding twin blades, and let me tell you, the quadricopter build is strong.
Yeah. Quadcopter, pretty good across the board.
He's yeah, the quadcopter does damage, especially when you have arcane. Both weapons scale with arcane. Both weapons cause bleed. One of them has fire for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Who knows?
The only problem is for my one twin blade to have bleed, I gotta use the Ash of War slot. But I would prefer to use the fucking Asha War slot to give it a different element besides bleed.
Yeah, the other one, the main, or not the main, but the straight twin blade doesn't have any bleed status, which is weird. Out of all the things that you would expect it to have bleed, I would expect just a regular twin
Well,
blade to have
the
bleed on it.
vulgar halberds both have bleed to them, and I didn't even check that those probably have a higher bleed rate than I actually increased arcane, because I didn't know that arcane increased anything, let alone I thought it would increase holy and faith damage things. I didn't realize it increased stat buildups.
Believe it or not, your faith stat does that.
Does it? Because
you're holy in faith and lightning.
Well, you know what I meant.
Fire.
You know what I meant. I was thinking holy and fucking incantation. I don't know. I forget.
Incantations are still faith. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just spells are intelligence. Yeah, I don't know.
One thing you really need arcane for is fucking dragon spells.
Yeah, dragon spells and
I picked up one of
status effects.
Yeah. I don't understand why arcane is status effects. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, it's a little weird. And why it actually scales the amount of buildup on it as well is weird. And it scales differently for each weapon.
I
sometimes
guess
it scales higher, sometimes it scales lower.
I guess because all the ailments and status effects can be applied to weapon through the different items or magical effects. So I guess in that sense that would be arcane works, because arcane.
No.
What do you mean no?
Because some of them they require faith to use.
Well, yeah, they require faith. What I'm saying is,
or faith is the main stat for it.
The potency for like made magical items, like the greases and shit like that. Like clearly, grease doesn't set your weapon ablaze unless there's some magical
it's a grease. It's not really
arcane.
It's just
it's a magical item, which is arcane crafting.
Oh, but is it intelligence? I don't know.
Yes, in some cases it is.
It does make sense though. I know what you're saying.
When you put thought into it, it makes sense. But at the same time, if this weapon has a natural bleed effect,
no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. If it causes bleed naturally, it should just cause bleed naturally. Yeah. You having different stats probably doesn't affect that, or your efficiency of affecting that.
The efficiency of that stat should affect the efficiency of the status ailment. Because, like, if it's a fucking weapon that requires dexterity and causes bleeds, if you're super dexterous with it, you could say, well, my character knows how to use it better, so he's fucking slashing more and shit, like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but overall, maybe it shouldn't.
Weapon mastery would be accounted to feats and skills required to wield a weapon, which would make you better at using it.
Except for the status effects that are afflicted with it, which are magical, apparently, from what you've said, which are arcane in nature.
Elements.
So
the arcane elements of the game, where you would use rub holy grease, it's an item in the game. Holy grease is an item.
No, you said rub holy grease. I had nothing wrong with holy grease. You said rub holy grease.
Yeah, you fucking just go.
Oh, holy grease!
Hey, you just rub it. You rub it across the blade. What do you mean? What would you describe the action?
I know that there's a lot of gay people in Greece. I don't know what you're doing there.
Describe the action of.
I don't know who holy is and why you want to rub him.
Okay, here we go. Here comes the mansplaining and the gaslighting.
I'm just saying.
What, do you need 2 seats on the bus for your balls?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Don't mind.
I got balls on board. Have you ever seen
those anti-man spreader chairs?
Yeah, they're disgusting.
So fucking weird. Have you ever seen the video of them giving women balls?
I think there's a similar video where it's like, here's have some balls, now sit in a chair. And they're like, wow, this is uncomfortable. It's like,
well, also the balls they give them are like 16 times the size of
it's
balls.
Like, their balls are like this big. It's like, wow, I can't sit here.
Wow, my husband must have really small balls, because for some reason these 10-pound balls you're making me use that clearly most men have.
This is weird. I don't remember this. Let me check again tonight, and I'll find a new man otherwise.
Yeah. Honey, why are your balls so small? What?
Can I make your balls grow?
Can I put your balls in my jaw?
That's your job. That's literally the only reason I married you, woman.
Wow.
Now get to the kitchen.
Complacency.
They also fixed a couple of other like bugs, small bugs with
Yeah.
this patch.
Mulaney has
Buffed
been
the
removed from the game.
grafted blade greatsword.
Yeah. About it.
Buffed its damage.
Yeah.
And they slightly increased FP and stamina growth rate at lower levels. So overall, you'll probably get more.
Does that affect our current characters, or do we have to start a new game for that?
It does affect them, but you have to either level up, activate Godric's Great Ruin, or re-equip any equipment, armor, talisman, which grants bonus stat to either strength, dexterity, vigor, endurance, intelligence, faith, or arcane. Basically, you have to just affect your stats. You have to change them, and then it applies.
What a weird feature. You think it would just like
apply?
Yeah.
It probably can't do the calculations on something that's already present.
Maybe.
I don't know. That might be what it is. So
weird,
changing it, yeah, I don't know. It does seem weird.
Because the game should just, I mean, you would think that the game's just like, oh, he's got level 1 vigor, he's got this much health, da-da-da. Like, you think each level would be like this, it's this modifier. So if you change the modifier, you think it would just, the game would be like, oh, the modifier is this for his character. Boom, there it is.
Unless it saves it for your character, and it's
we're not
modifiable.
We are not programmers. It's so much more complex than that. We know this.
I am no code monkey.
But it
feels
weird.
It does feel weird.
It just feels weird.
Yeah. So
I can get needing to do it, but it just feels weird that you do have to do it.
I'm fine. I will level up if you put.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the
twist
dub.
my arm.
I'll take the dub.
Yeah. Oh no, I have to level up.
Well, you don't even have to level up. I just have to unequip my fucking talisman of favor and re-equip it, and then boom.
True. Yeah. Which, I mean, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Is it bad?
Or you have to use a Great Ruin and activate Godric's Ruin.
Yeah, why specifically Godric's? That's weird.
Because it affects your stats.
Yeah, but even still, that's still weird. I still use Godric's, but apparently a lot of people hate Godric's.
Because it's just like 5 points in every stat.
I mean, it doesn't mean anything when you get to levels where you're hard capping everything on New Game Plus 3. But, like, you know, if you're not on New Game Plus, it still gives you something, at least in one of the stats that you're lacking. Like, I use it, it fucking makes my FP bigger. It gives me more fucking Elora's Bloodblade Dance. It gives me more fucking Incantation. Like,
that was the only thing I found useful about it, was when I was fighting Melania.
Yeah, because I had to argue with you to use it.
and then
after I ran out of
all the charges on it, because it didn't help me enough to actually beat her, I had to respec, so I had enough stuff to do summons.
No summons.
Yeah. About that.
So not looking for it. I'd beat Starscourge Redan without summons, though.
Yeah, but you beat him after the nerf. Pussy. You beat him after the nerf.
What do you mean?
After he was easier.
What do you mean?
Look at this cunt. Why didn't they give you the fucking statue with her clothes off, huh? Why didn't they give me the statue with her clothes off?
I don't think a major company could push a game out with.
Why didn't they give me? She doesn't have nipples. They put it in the game. She ain't got no pussy. That's just.
Why did I get a Starscourge Redan statue?
That honestly,
that would be a much cooler statue with the fucking horse that's decrepit underneath him. How many times you gonna knock that blade out of her arm?
He learned gravity magic, so he wouldn't weigh his horse down.
That horse is suffering.
He's so cool. He cares about his horse so much.
That horse is suffering.
He shoves the horse into the floor. What do you mean? His attack is him shoving the horse into the ground.
The only time that horse looks like a normal fucking horse is when he does the attack that he pushes himself off the horse and the horse has just stood there.
He's just gonna.
That's the only time that the horse like stands up straight and it's just like, oh, this is lovely.
Oh, finally.
And then Radon comes back and he's like,
dude, but he's weightless.
Is he?
He's weightless. That's why he learned gravity magic, so he isn't weighing his horse down at all.
Does he take the horse with him into the asteroid thing?
Yes. Yes.
So that horse does not have protection. That horse is on fire. Okay. That horse is on fire. Okay. Radon's like, I take no fall damage from this horse. Like,
it's like, gravity doesn't affect me, dude. You're plummeting to Earth with velocity. I don't care how much you weigh. That's gonna hurt.
Also, you know, I do kind of have a problem with Radon in the sense that they're like, oh, he's been inflicted with scarlet rot. It drives him mad. And I'm just literally holding the pustule in my hand that cures scarlet rot. Like if you pop it, it makes it go away. And then,
He's just sitting there like eating.
Yeah, it's like his healing factor keeps him alive, but the pain from the rot drove him insane. I'm just like, if you're healing faster than the rot's eating you, surely it's just like, fuck, ow, this fucking sucks.
Yeah,
surely it's not enough after 10 days to be like,
I have to eat my friend.
Yeah. I fought with this man. Num nums.
But by God, if he ever got off his fucking horse, he never got off the horse. It doesn't matter how insane he is. He won't get off the horse, and he won't eat it like a Burger King sandwich.
Wow. Radon, have it your way.
It's great. He's the king.
I do love the fucking videos of... I don't understand his weapon either, because it says that they're twin swords, but there's only one sword.
You have to two-hand it.
But if you... Yeah, well, if you two-handed, there's now two... Like, that doesn't make sense. Why? Why not just
the other
one's
weightless. So it's gravity magic. So what happens
is actually... It actually says there's gravity magic infused into his swords.
Yeah, so what happens
all that
is
shit
whenever
on
you
his sword,
two-hand it, the other one materializes out of nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
like, why not just, like, make it twin blade? Why not just give the person two blades? So that they can either use one or use both.
But you can do that. Because if you equip it in one of your slots, if you two-hand it...
Yeah, but what happens if I get two of them? And put one in each hand?
He's
What
a
happens
genius.
if I dual wield them without two-handing it? Like, and then I just switch to
how much
two-hand.
better is the damage if you don't two-hand it, but you dual wield it?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what? Because you can mimic boss souls, so it's not like you can just be like, you know, if I can... Is there a limit to how much of shit you can get? I'm wearing his armor now, besides the helmet.
Yeah, it's actually one of the best armor sets in the game, even, which is kind of crazy.
Well,
for how cheap it is.
Yeah, big guy. Well, the Renala set's also really good for mages. Like shit.
Yeah, it's true. The boss stuff is good.
Yeah. Well, it takes a fucking lot of effort to beat those, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All I'm saying is it took me like 5 tries to beat Radon without summons, and I've literally seen people spend 2.5 hours on them with summons and still lose.
You didn't summon any of the
not a single
rally crew?
All by myself.
From what I know, they nerfed him into the ground, and people are like, "Wow, I can't believe they did that to him." Not saying that it makes him any easier.
I mean, no,
although
he still
it does.
one-shots a shit ton of people.
Yeah, before, believe me, he was a bastard. Like, to the point, like, I could get him maybe halfway without any summons.
Did they just take away his stats? Like, what did they do?
I don't remember exactly what they did. I think it was like a couple of things that they did to him.
I thought they nerfed him and then they rebuffed him again.
They did nerf him, and then I think they buffed him again because they're like, "Ooh, shit,
easy, too easy." I didn't. Yeah, well, he wasn't exactly easy. Like, it did take me a couple tries to beat him. It's just the fact that if I didn't have the bleed weaponry and the weaponry upgraded to like level 18 when I fought him, it would have been a lot tougher. But I had really overpowered weaponry at that point. The quadricopter was strong.
And yeah, I think the point where you were at might be a little bit later when you're coming to him. Did you have to fight the boss before?
No, because I did the fucking I did the lift before I beat that boss, so they just vanished.
Yes, that's what it is.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Although I probably still would have won that fight because I don't know why I can't win against Crucible Knights. I've only beat one of the Crucible Knights in the game.
Dude, yeah, they fucking suck. Fighting in that boss fight to kill those two guys made me good at fighting Crucible Knights because it took me so long to kill that Crucible Knight.
Yeah, my thing was I was gonna go back there and I was like, I guarantee you this fucking demi-human or whatever the fuck he was, misbegotten
Yeah.
warrior, whatever the fuck. I was like, I guarantee I can shred the fuck out of him and probably kill him before this Crucible Knight shows up. The problem, therefore, lies in beating the Crucible Knight still. Because I was fighting the demi-human queens, and even the one on the Volcano Manor cliff side, it took me like 8 attacks to beat.
Yeah, those ones aren't as bad later in the game once you have some stats to them.
Like,
Their attack
demi-human
pattern's not too
queen
bad.
I met, most of them don't even have a chance to attack me at this point. I just literally, like, jump attack, and it shreds at least a third of their health bar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But again, the twin blade dual wield jump attack is literally a spinning helicopter of blades that does at least 7 attacks at once.
And then it procs the bleed on it on top of
Which
that.
procs the blade.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them though. They're so great. They're good boys. Eleanor was a bastard, but her sword's good.
Eleanor?
Eleonora. The violet bloody finger or whatever. The dude who killed the guy, the lady who kills the guy in the blood hat. You meet her in the church. Not the blood hat, the bell hat. Funny samurai man who fights the first bloody finger with you.
Oh, okay.
He's got like the hat that looks like a bell, but it's got like the beehive pattern in it. It's got a bunch of holes in it. It's holes in it, isn't it? He kills him. And he's like, revengeify me. And then she summons. Like Violet Bloody Finger. What?
I literally search Eleonora and then nothing comes up.
Look up fucking Violet Bloody Finger Eleonora or some shit, dude. I don't know.
Oh, okay. The twin blade. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
The whole conversation was about twin blades. What do you mean you just clicked that it was about the twin blade user?
Yeah, I thought you were talking about a different weapon.
God, I hate you so much. All right, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That was a devolvation of everything. I'm not even sure what we talked about. Devolva. I love vulvas.
Devolvolution.
Devolva. Divination. What is that?
It's a small bottle of vodka.
Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm Vari. That's Zakaboy. Jesus Christ. Subscribe, like, comment, ring the bell, and always have a great week. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.